one more little short story about Beth and her family. I have no idea what was the reason, but one night late in the school year, something had come up. I don't know if I needed a permission slip signed or, I don't remember at all why, but I thought it was wise on the way home to go by Beth's home place and speak to the parents. Well, I don't know if I'd worked late or if maybe this family ate a little earlier than we did, although I remember that I realized that I needed to get my errand completed and get home, or Donna wondered why in the heck I wasn't home for supper. Yeah, it was supper to us, not dinner. We had breakfast, dinner, and supper. Now we talk about lunch, but in those days the big meal was dinner. It was at noon in our kind of home. Well, anyway, I knocked on the door. Oh my, were they excited to see the superintendent at their door. And they insisted that I come in. And all the kids, eyeball me and glad to see me and wonder, what the heck does he want? What did I do, And whatever it was, I stayed in my business and I thought I was out of there. But, oh no, look over there, and Mama has them clearing the table and rearranging things a little bit, and they're insisting that I sit down and eat with them, but they were just ready to eat. Well, I got to admit, I wasn't really wanting to do that. I expect I had some ideas that I had a better supper waiting for me at home than I'd have there. But on the other hand, I realized, now wait a minute, if you refuse that invitation, it could have all sorts of connotations to this family that you wouldn't intend in any way. So I said, well, I can't stay long, but I'll eat the bite with you. Well, boy, they had switched spaces around. Everybody was still around the table. I don't remember how big that family was, but there were a lot of people around that table. And I guess maybe both the husband and the ex-husband is there as well as the mother. What impressed me wasn't the people. It was the way the meal was set up. Now, Donna and I frequently will have just soup and crackers and maybe a little something else, but mostly, just a day or two ago, we had, for lunch, we had mushroom soup and crackers. So, what they had wasn't that unusual, but the setup was. My gosh, there was not a thing on that table except a bowl at each place where there's a chair for someone to sit at. And in the middle, I swear it was one of those containers as big as we used in the hot lunchroom. It probably hold 5 gallons or better of fluid. I'm not saying it was full, don't know if it was or wasn't. But there was a single container with a big old dipper in it, and each place setting was a bowl and a spoon. Can't remember. They probably had some crackers or some toast. I don't remember. But I know I felt like, good gosh, you're taking food out of this family's mouth. Don't remember the soup being particularly good or bad. But I had my soup and had the most unusual dinner, lunch, no, supper of my lifetime. And I ate it and excused myself. I went home and told Donna, yeah, I'll eat a little bit more, but it's not because I didn't have enough to eat. But it did point out to me, boy, wasn't it? People talk about hard times that we're having now. That family was having plenty of hard times right then. That soup was pretty thin. It was tasty, but pretty thin. No wonder none of those kids was carrying much weight. They had to struggle to find enough to keep that family clothed and fed and prospering. Shame on anybody that put them down for it.